Hi guys. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. The phone rang gone and I didn't want it to ring again. It was my granddaughter, so I went ahead and answered it. Tonight we're gonna do a grandchildren, and we're going to combine a couple of different stencils. We're gonna do the grandchildren fill a spot in your heart you never knew was there, and combine it with the love transfer. So that'll be a little bit different. As you can see, I've already taped out my tape to get this centered. And the way I'm going to do that, and we're going to see if this works, is and that should be the center. Although it's crooked, I realize that, but I'm just trying to get it in the center, and then I'll worry about getting it even. That looks pretty good. It says, grandchildren fill the space in your heart you never knew was empty. And I'm doing this on a piece of canvas tonight, just to be a little bit different. And I haven't treated the canvas, so I just want what's the word I want? I want to see if it bleeds if you don't paint it first. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that tonight. Oh, look, I already got paint on me. I swear I'm the messiest person when it comes to crafts. I've had the opportunity today to sew all day, and it's been really, really nice to just hang out in the craft room and get some sewing done for my granddaughter's birthday. Before, when I was with my previous company. So it was nice to just take a day and do other crafts as well as this one. That looked a little crooked to me, so I wanted to straighten it out. There, I think that looks good now. Okay, I'm going to do the top part of this with our blue, because I really want this saying to pop. So I'm going to do it with the blue. Now, like I said, I'm going to combine a couple of different stencils tonight to make up my own design. Those of you that know me know I'm heavily into family and my grandchildren. I have the option. I've had the option or the ability to babysit all of them until they went to school. Presently, I have a spends every day with Mimi, hence the name Mimi's Craft Basket. My business cards have their picture on it. They are my focus, my love. I'm very family oriented. And I think this is going to be a really nice stencil to do for grandparents. Ever so slightly, but not bad. I think I do like it better if it's painted, but like I said, I wanted to try this tonight. So the next one I'm going to use, and I've used this a couple times before, so I don't think I need to fuzz it. You know what? I forgot my lettering. I'm going to do the lettering first. I'm glad I picked up on that before I started chalking. I haven't used these letters before, so I'm going to fuzz them. And it may take me a minute to put these and get them even, because it's not like you can measure the letters out, because they're on different size papers. I guess you could if you put them all together and measured them, but I didn't think to do that ahead of time. So we're just going to play a little bit, and you guys bear with me. And what color I should do the with. That sounds funny, huh? So I'm obviously going to do the heart that's going below this with red. So that one I got a little bit high, so let's move it down ever so slightly. There, I think that looks better. Oops, now I have a bubble in it. Don't forget, guys, we still have this You Are Enough special going on right now, where you get the stencil, the octagon board, a squeegee, and 4 different color paints to do your own stencil at home. Oh, I did pretty good eyeballing that as far as getting it in the center. Now if I get it laid down flat, we'll be all set. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, let's see. What color do we want to do? We're going to do red there. I want this to be colorful, and let's try teal. Stir this up a little bit. Now remember, I said I always go side to side to make sure I don't miss. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. On canvas, it's not forgivable. It's not a couture product, but our couture products, if you make a mistake, you can wipe it off and start over again. But with non-couture products, some of them you can, some of them you can't. So it's just a matter of figuring out which. So I'm trying really hard not to make a mistake. I can cover this with gesso if I need to. So I can use it again as a demo, but it would never be well enough to do it as a So that's done, and I got ink all over me, or paste. Let me wipe my hands off a little bit here so I don't get I have a basin of water in my deep sink right beside me. That's where I drop these, because they are reusable if you clean them after each use. So I just drop them into. Now I see that I did smudge ever so slightly there. I'm going to see if I can get that off while it's still wet. The first one came off, so we'll see if we can get the second one. So you have a better chance if you do it while it's wet. There, I got it off. There. Okay, grandchildren, fill the space your heart in your heart you never knew was empty with. All right. Any of you that are lucky enough to have grandchildren know that that's an absolute truth. And this one I'm going to do with red. And I'm also going to use the bigger squeegee because it's a big area. Do any of you ladies have grandchildren? My sister always says that grandchildren are the blessing we get because we didn't kill our own children. I'm pretty partial to children. Is that? See how it bleeds just a bit? Because I didn't treat the board. But I kind of like the little bit of fuzziness there. It's a little bit different. Now I'm going to do some handprints. And just to be a little pink and one in blue. I tried over the holiday to get my infant grandchild's handprint for a gift for his parents and his grandparents. That was not an easy task when you're 3 months old. He tended to just scrunch his hand together every time. Managed to get something that I hope they were happy with. Okay, I'm going to use the pink. One thing about couture is you can experiment, especially if you're doing it on one of their boards, because you just erase it, wash it off with water, even after it dries. This is smudge proof, so you have to wash it with water if you want it off. You can't just wipe it with an eraser or anything. Play and just experiment and see what's going on with the couture boards. Now, what I would do if I was making this for myself, I would then put my grandkids' handprints all around it as well. And maybe not even use the stenciled handprints, just use my grandchildren. I'll show you in a minute of making a stencil with my grandchildren. That we worked on over the holiday. I had an old-fashioned Christmas where all my kids and their kids came over and spent Christmas Eve, and we got up Christmas morning, all of us together. And all of that stuff. It was so much fun. And I'm so glad my children decided this was a year to do it. I've wanted to do it for a long time. It was on my bucket list. And they picked this year to do it. So there were 16 of us all here at one time. And it was just an amazing event. And they age from 2.5 months to in grandkids to 16, and in my children 34. So we had a huge age group. We played games in the basement. My husband always reads Was the Night Before Christmas to the grandkids. We did that. The kids went to bed. The parents got things ready. Nice time. So family, and we're there. Now, I could add some greenery on there, but I kind of like it just like that. So what do you guys think? Can you see all of it? Move it that way a little bit. Let me show you what I'm working on with my grandkids. Let me grab it. I only have 2 more prints to get on here. But this is family, our family, it says. Our family. Love never ends. And then all the grandkids put handprints, and all the parents put our thumbprints. Because it just wasn't a big enough board for all of us to put our handprints. But when I get that completed, it's going to go on my wall. I have the baby's and his mom's left to do, and that's done. It was just something to play with. Well, I guess that's it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. Please take time, and if you're watching the replay or you're watching it live, either way, please take time and share this with your friends. Invite them to join Mimi's Craft Basket. It's an organizing group that I have. Sorry, not organizing. It's a craft group. And I do lots of different crafts in there, and we have lots of discussions. So please invite them to join. If you haven't joined yourself, go ahead and join. I'll put the link to it at the bottom of this event. And also remember, this is our special we have running. And this is only for customers. As a consultant, I can't purchase it. Make sure that you get it soon. If there's anything else I can do, please let me know. And thanks for joining me at Mimi's Craft Basket. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.